I got digital dash, can't ride with a op. I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I hide in the bins and pull out the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds, but drop on this hot. 400 degrees, I burned up the block. Burn out, make one call, they turn out. CC the gang, get the word out. When the shit getting hot, you the first out. Cover my wrist with a watch and I flood it with rocks. Now I look at the time all day. Be high, I rap the old block and I drop off the top. And I know you can see my face. You my dog at the end, don't care what the bitch is.
Yo, what's up with it, man? We back with another video. Today I got y'all boys with another build video. Today we're gonna be going over one of the most underrated, one of the best builds at the same time in the entire game, the two-way slasher. I'm gonna show you guys another version of it where it's gonna be a little taller. That's gonna be the two-way finisher. But all in all, I'm gonna show you guys one of the best builds in the entire game. But I'll also give you guys the best playmaking badge. And if you haven't noticed or peeped, they just dropped the patch, so it's a perfect timing to get y'all for some of the badges they might have buffed or nerfed. So yeah, we're gonna be doing all that in this video. If you guys want more videos like this, I need y'all boys to show the support by smash breaking through the like button. Do the same thing with the sub if you're new to the channel. Comment down below to help the algorithm. All that good stuff out the way, but let's hop straight into it. Alright, so hopping straight into it. So when it comes to this build, man, we're going to be making it very similar to a lot of the best guard builds, best builds in the game. It's going to be at the point guard position. Now, it's going to be a lot of things on this build that I want to go over. Now, when I do these rankings videos, which is very popular for my channel, I always put these at the end of the video because of the fact that it kind of is harder to put this build to the fullest capability if you can't shoot with it. Now, it's going to take a little bit more skill to shoot on it than a lot of these other builds, but if you are able to shoot on it, you could argue this is the best build in the entire game. So let's show you guys how to make it. We're going to be going with the same hand and number that I go with every single time, but that is completely up to you for what you want to do. When it comes to the pie chart, we're going to go down here to one of the most underrated pie charts in the game. This, in my opinion, is the most underrated, but right here is the second most underrated. These are both two new pie charts for the game this year, and this is one we're going to end up going with the finishing and defensive pie chart, but you're only going to get finishing Hall of Fame badges. When it comes to the physicals, you're going to end up with speed or speed vert. I think it's easily speed vert the one that you want to go with. Now, when it comes to the attributes, you can go a couple of different ways on the attributes, but let me go ahead and do the shooting off the rip. You're going to get 6 shooting. That's the key. That's the key. Now, if you feel like you're not going to be able to shoot on it, maybe you don't need to go shooting. But me personally, to make it as good as possible, I'll go shooting off the rip. Now, for the playmaking, you can try to get more than 12. You can go all the way up to 14, but I'm going to just go for 12 just so I can have those 4 gold badges. Perimeter defense, loud quickness, steal, and defensive rebound, just to be able to have 20 defensive rebound badges. Then when it comes to driving layup, driving dunk, put the rest on close shot, and you're going to end up with 22, 6, 12, and 20. That's pretty much what it's going to be exactly like, and all this stuff is pretty much right there at the peak. You lower anything, it's going to go down 1 badge. So yeah, pretty much perfect on all aspects. So yeah. When it comes to the bite type, it's completely up to you. You got to really make a decision here which one you want to go with. It's not going to make the biggest difference, but since this is kind of more of a slasher build, I do like going bigger on that, so I'm going to go build. When it comes to the height, though, you can go pretty much any of these heights. You can go all the way up to 6'5" if you want to. You can go a notch below 6'5" if you want to. You can go 6'4", which will be right here. You can even go 6'3". Now, me personally, if I'm making it, I'm going a notch below 6'3" because I'm getting everything I really want in it. Now, you can go right here, but if you go right here, let me show you guys real quick. Just go through it real fast. You're going to lower your ball handle, and I'm not really trying to do that, so I like going 1.90 because that's perfect for me. Now, when it comes to the weight, I'm going to go all the way down in weight just to get my speed and acceleration as high as possible, and that's going to allow me to have 99 speed, 99 acceleration, and 99 vertical. So yeah, obviously the strength and interior defense is going to go down, but we didn't really raise anything on interior defense, and we didn't raise anything on strength, so that's perfectly fine. When it comes to the wingspan, we're going to go up in wingspan to max out the wingspan. That's why I went with the height I went, so I can perfectly have everything you see on the screen. So everything you see on the screen is what it looks like at 95. When it comes to reaching 99, it's going to be even better. So you get +4 to everything. So close shot, that's getting all the way to a 92. That's going to be in the 90 plus threshold. That's going to be great. Driving layup is going to be at a 98. So that's going to be right there, damn near perfect. 99 driving dunk is going to be getting on this build, so you're going to have a perfect attribute of a driving dunk on this build. Standing dunk, post hook, that doesn't really matter for this build. but for the people that care, you are gonna get to like a 41 standing dunk and a 54 post hook. You're gonna have a 70 mid range. That's gonna be very consistent. If you want to get your shooting badges, that's gonna be the best way to get it. If you want to practice shooting on this build, that's gonna be the best way to get it. If you want to play 1v1 and you want to shoot something a little bit more consistently than threes, mid range is gonna be the shot for you. But when it comes to the three-pointer, for the people that do want to shoot threes, you're gonna have a 60. Now that's not great, that's not good, that's not perfect, that's not even consistent. But if you have the skill, you will be able to shoot with this very simply. It's just that simple. Just find the right jump shot, put the right badges on, you will be able to shoot with this build. I promise you, I guarantee it. But that will take some sort of skill in comparison to like builds with higher 3-point rating builds, which is most of the builds I usually upload on the channel. But if you can't, that's why I be ranking it so low. But if you can, you could argue this is the best build in the game, especially for guards. Now, free throw, post fade, that doesn't really matter, but pass accuracy, that gets to a 79. But most importantly, ball handle. This is why I went this exact height. For me, I like being able to get to all the dribble moves, especially if I have no Hall of Fame playmaking. So yes, I did end up going with 81 to get that to an 85, and I'm below 6'5", so I'm able to have all dribble moves on this build, all of them. And that's very important for me if I'm not getting like Hall of Fame quick first step or something like that. So yeah, when it comes to interior defense, post control, that doesn't really matter, but perimeter defense, it's already at a 90, getting to a 94. Lateral quickness getting to a 92, so both of those are gonna be great. Then you got a steal that's getting to a 99. That's gonna be perfect, just like the drive and dunk. Another thing that's adding on to this, to making it the best build, if you can shoot on this build, because you can do everything. You get all the dribble moves, you can get all the dunks, which is very rare. It's very rare for everybody to be able to get the elite, pro, and small on a build, and this build does it very easily while still be able to shoot to some aspect or capacity with all the dribble moves, with a 99 steal, great defense, block, offense rebound, not really touched that much, but the defense rebound pretty much is going to be at a 76. So all in all, it's really good. Now the block rating, that doesn't really matter too much. As long as you have chase down artists, as long as you have a really high vertical, you should be perfectly fine. I'm gonna be real with you. But yeah, when it comes to the physicals, like I said earlier, you're gonna be getting all that to 99 when it comes to speed, acceleration, and vertical. Vertical, you don't really need but 99 to get it, but for the speed and acceleration, you're gonna need 99. And another thing, which is gonna be gym rat. If you get gym rat, you get a +4 again to all your physicals. So yeah, that's going to be, you only need 6 on speed. You're gonna get that with gym rat, and if you hit like 97, so you don't even need to fully hit 99. But for whichever one you get faster, that's gonna help. But yeah, acceleration, you're gonna need both. So yeah, you're gonna need the 99 and the gym rat, so that's gonna be +8. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty much the build. When it comes to the takeovers, you end up with slasher or lockdown takeover. Very, very interesting choice on what to go here, bro. You don't get Hall of Fame defensive badges, so if you want to go with a defensive takeover, you can. I'm gonna go slasher though, just to get +10 to all my physicals, get +10 to all my interior, and it's just gonna give me +10 to my ball handle, my speed of ball, which is also very important, which is not touched on that much. Now if you went lock, you would get speed, you still get like a lot of the defensive stuff, you just wouldn't get nearly as many +10s, especially that ball handle +10 to speed of ball, which is very important. So yeah, I'm gonna end up going slasher takeover, and the build comes out as a 2-way slasher. Now real quick, I want to show you guys another version of this build where you make it a little taller for the people that do not care too much about being that. So if you wanted to go a little bit taller, bro, you can go 6'5", you can go a notch below 6'5". I don't really see the point in doing that because you're not getting the dribble move, so you can just go 6'5", that'll be perfectly fine. Go down on the weight to get your speed and acceleration as high as possible. Yes, you won't be able to get speed and acceleration to 99 on this build, but you will be taller. So say for instance, you want to be able to get all that 99, just go right here and you'll be able to get the speed to 99. You're just gonna have to keep going lower and lower if you want to get both. But for video purposes, we're just gonna keep it at 6'5", which was 1.96, what I'm showing you guys. Go down on the weight, you're gonna have that speed and acceleration. Then when it comes to the wingspan, you're gonna be maxing out the wingspan. Now, pretty much, you're gonna have very, very similar stats all across the board from top to bottom. You're just gonna have subtle differences here and there. Now, the pass accuracy, the 3-pointer, the mid-range, the driving dunk, the driving labor are all the same, but the close shot, that's going from a 92 instead of 92 is gonna be a 93. Standing dunk is gonna be a little bit higher, so you can be able to get that now to a 40 or 50 plus instead of just a 40 plus. But yeah, pretty much everything is the same so far. But ball handle, instead of it being at 85, now you're getting it to an 82. So yes, you're not getting the 85 and the below 65, 6'5" stuff, but you are getting the 80 plus dribble moves and stuff like that. 75 dribble moves and the below 6'10" dribble moves. So keep that in mind. when it comes to pretty much all the defensive stuff is pretty much the same, but the block is higher, the defensive rebound is higher. All that's pretty much the same though. When it comes to the speed, acceleration though, you're not getting those both 99. You're only gonna get your speed to a 98. You're only gonna get your acceleration to a 97, but at the same time, that's still not bad. While still having a 99 vertical. So you're gonna have a 98 speed, 97 acceleration with a 99 vertical, and like if you don't know how, that's because you're getting +8 because of gym rat and 99. Then when it comes to takeovers, you have pretty much the exact same option, slasher and lock. In my opinion, this one definitely needs slasher because the ball handle is not as high, so you're gonna need that +10 ball handle. The speed is not that high, so you're gonna need that +10. You're gonna easily have +10 on all your physicals, so that's gonna easily have all that stuff even past 99 because you can go past 99 within takeover. And when it comes to stuff like your speed ball, that's even gonna be getting up +10. So all that's gonna be very important on this build. We're gonna end up going with slasher takeover again, and the build comes out as, like I said, the two-way finisher. So yeah, those are the builds. If you guys can shoot on it, I would argue it's the best build in the game, but all we got left to go over is the best playmaking badges in the game. And with that recent patch, I feel like this could be really interesting. Alright, so hopping into it when it comes to the best playmaking badges. Now, if you haven't seen the other videos where I've pretty much been giving you guys the best badges lately, instead of giving you guys like a setup, I'm pretty much giving you guys the top 5 badges while also giving you guys honorable mentions. Now, on these honorable mentions, I'm going to kind of do it better than I've been doing it in the past. I'm going to increasingly get better badges as we keep getting deeper into it. So, as we get closer to the top 5, we're going to get closer to badges that could arguably be top 5, if that makes sense. So, let's hop straight into it. So, first group of badges that I would try to recommend for some people would be badges like, I guess if you're big, you can use Post Playmaker. Post Playmaker, in my opinion, is really good for bigs because a lot of big men don't know this. But at this point, if you don't know this, actually, that's kind of crazy. But people still don't know this to this point. If you get an offensive rebound with this and you pass it out, it's like Dimer. So it's pretty much like Glacier and Dimes, but it's a badge. But it also combines Glacier and Dimes with Post Playmaking or whatever it is on Next Gen. But yeah, pretty much those two badges from Next Gen all in one, and it's Post Playmaker. So yeah, if you really want to help your teammates when you passing out of the post, get an offensive rebound and pass out, that's gonna be big. So that's a badge that could really help. Then when it comes to other badges that could actually help your teammates, I would say we're gonna eventually have to go over this regardless, so let's just go over this. Tight handles. Tight handles is a badge that was recently just patched, and the reason why they patched it was because it was very overpowered and broken. You could literally break people's ankles with the most simplest moves consistently, and they patched it. And I feel like, I'm gonna be real, it's a good patch, bro, because you could be playing perfectly fine defense and you could take people's ankles. Now, I've seen a lot of people complaining about this, but this happens every single year when it comes to people patching something, whether it's the speed glitch or anything. It happens pretty much every single year. On 2K20, they patched that behind the back move that people love to spam. On 2K19, they had patched something. It happens every single year around this time where they patch something extremely random. It's always been since like 2K16 where they patched speed boosting. And people really didn't like that. So they do something like this every single year, late in the year, where they patch something. And people are surprised that they patching stuff, but they patch stuff every single season. Right before the season, there always is a patch. So I don't know why people are acting like, why haven't they been patching stuff? But I don't even lie, there's stuff that they should have patched, like the paint defense and other stuff, but it's 2K, bro. You guys just gotta understand that they are wild. But yeah, tight handles, they did just patch this. So in my opinion, this isn't one of the best badges anymore. It's not really broken, but I would still group it up with Space Creator and Ankle Breaker. Kind of been brought down to size where it's kind of rare. Ankle Breaker pretty much is just for all ankle breakers. Space Creator is pretty much for if you're trying to create space with hop steps and spin jumpers. So yeah, Space Creator is gonna be still decent, but tight handles, they did just drop a major patch for that. Now the next group of badges are gonna be badges pretty much to pass. Special Delivery, Needle Threader, and Bailout. Now, Bailout, you could argue, is one of the best bronze badges in the entire game. In the entire game. You can't really argue this one. But with that being said, as you keep going higher and higher on it, it gets better and better. So it's not just a bronze badge that's only good at bronze, but you get it to silver, in my opinion, that's the best bang for your buck. Not even bronze for it is the best bang for your buck. I would say silver bailout is the best bang for your buck. But if you get higher and higher, the passes become more accurate, better catch animation for your teammates, and they become faster. So they're harder to get stolen. So that's really good. Then we have the Needle Threader, which is pretty much going to be making it harder for your passes just to get stolen. It doesn't really make it like fast or anything. It just makes it harder for the interceptor to really steal it and stuff like that. Then you have special delivery, which is actually one of the more broken badges in the game. Now, it says increases alley-oop throw success and shot chance for receivers for a flashy pass, but the real thing about it is, bro, it actually enhances people's takeovers when you do flashy pass assists. So say for instance, you do a flashy pass to somebody and they hit a 3 or they hit a dunk and you get the assist for it, that's going to be giving you and the person that hit the shot a boost, a significant boost. So it's pretty much just like how flashy passer used to be, but it's in special delivery now. So they pretty much combine like flashy passer and lob city passer into one, and now it's special delivery, and they added some extra stuff on it where like it makes you do crazy like lobs now. But that part of the flashy pass is really why it's on this list, not really all the other stuff. So yeah, very, very broken. It's one of the only takeovers in the game, or not takeover, badges in the game that actually boosts your takeover, and pretty much every single badge that boosts your takeover, it doesn't say it, but it does it. Like Rim Protector does that as well. But yeah, next badge I would have to go is gonna be some of these badges that really help your teammates, and I would say Dimer and Floor General. Floor General and Dimer, these are some of the best badges in the entire game. Now, me personally, I don't really agree with putting these on to help teammates because I don't really understand why people need it. It's like the game is so easy to shoot. I just don't understand it, bro. I just don't understand how people actually need this. But I was watching somebody use Dimer, and like if you're bad at the game and you shoot a lot of whites, this Dimer helps significantly. If you run in Hall of Fame, Gold, Dimer, even Silver, it helps significantly. So yeah, it just doesn't work for me in my experience sometimes, so I guess. But I was watching other people use it, and it seems like it's really, really a good badge. Same thing with Floor General, but the thing about Floor General is you can help people get to certain thresholds, and I've made multiple videos about thresholds. If you can reach a 70, a 80, a 90, a 99, or even get to certain things, it's gonna make a big deal. So yeah, Floor General, Dimer is that next set of badges that I would like to go over. Now, for these last two, I'm gonna just do it in tiers because I should have put these with Post Playmaker, Downhill, Break Starter. I should have put those with Post Playmaker. But yeah, these are two good badges for big men as well. Maybe if you're a lock, you want to use Downhill, but Break Starter, we know what that's for, to just do outlet passes. But next, I'm gonna go Stop and Go and Glue Hands. Now, y'all probably like why I didn't go Hyperdrive. I'll just put it on here for the people that do care a lot about what I put on here. But I don't really like Hyperdrive nearly as much as a lot of these badges. I would have put it more lower down towards like the Post Playmaker area, but I didn't want to include it with the big men badges, if that makes sense. But yeah, Stop and Go, in my opinion, is still one of the better badges in the game. Honestly, I would say Stop and Go is right there for the top 5 playmaking badges in my opinion. I just don't think it's as important. Now, for somebody like me that don't really want to do off the dribbles, I like it that much because of that. I want to do my standstill. So if you really like to peek and stuff like that, you really do need Stop and Go. And apparently they did patch peeking, so it kind of makes Stop and Go a little bit more important. I don't know if that means that they nerf Stop and Go, that's why it's harder to peek, or if it makes it more important. This is just the first day since it's been patched, but even without that, it does make you faster. So some expect dribbling the ball when it comes to going to certain places. It gives you exclusive launches, stops and starts exclusive to this badge. So Stop and Go, in my opinion, is still one of the better badges in the game. And then we got Glue Hands, which in my opinion, when it comes to most necessary needs, it's up there with the top 5. It's just like an underrated badge for a majority of a lot of people, so I didn't want to go too crazy. But to me, bro, it's so important. Whether you're a guard, a spot up, a lock, it does not matter. A big, it does not matter. People will literally spam you on the inbound just to make sure that you get a steal because you don't have Glue Hands. Glue Hands negates that. Glue Hands also makes it faster to put the ball on the ground. Glue Hands also negates bad catch animation. Glue Hands also negates like those, you know, when you trying to shoot straight off the catch, it'll literally make it instant. It'll make your shot off the catch a lot faster. It'll make your jump shot a lot faster off of catches. It'll just make it so much easier for you and stuff like that. So yeah, Glue Hands, in my opinion, is right there to be in the top 5 badge as well with Stop and Go. But I think Glue Hands is closer, but I didn't want to go too crazy. But yeah, let's hop into the top 5 badges. So coming in at number 5 is going to be Unpluckable. Unpluckable, in my opinion, first season, it was bad. It was terrible. Second season, they tried to patch it and make it better, and it's gotten increasingly better and better. Now, you might be a person that's like, unpluckable badge still. I still be getting ripped. I still be getting bump stolen. Bro, take unpluckable all the way off and see how much you get ripped. If you playing somebody that's spamming, you will see the difference, bro. You will see the difference. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Unpluckable is so important to have to cancel out badges like strippable, not unstrippable, but pickpocket. And just people trying to bump steal you, people just trying to steal the ball from you. It's just so important to have a badge like unpluckable on. So by all means, at all times, you need to have unpluckable on. It's that simple. This next badge, I need to take some of these badges off. So let me take these big man badges off so we can make sure that we have enough. But yeah, this next badge is going to be Bullet Passer. Now, I didn't want to put this high on or this late in the list, but these other 3 badges are just so significantly important for what they do in the game. Bullet Passer improves a player's ability to quickly pass the ball. Now, in theory, that might not seem like a lot, but the faster your passes are, the harder it is. And the easier it is actually to dot, the less of bad catch animations you will pretty much throw. So it kind of reduces the necessariness of glue hands in a way for your teammates. You would really only need it at that point, but glue hands does also go hand in hand with bullet passers. So like if your teammates are using bullet passer, or your teammates are using glue hands and you using bullet passer if you're the guard, or if your teammate is using bullet passer and you're using glue hands as like the spot up, bro, it makes a big significant difference. So don't think that there's no need to use glue hands if your teammate's using bullet passer. That's just what I want to say. But bullet passer is definitely one of those badges that if you know, you know, you gotta use it. It's definitely one of the most necessary badges in the entire game. If you don't use it on next gen, it's a huge problem. On current gen, it's not that big of a deal. You should be fine, but you want to use it to some aspect. You don't really want to go as high as possible. You don't have to. I don't want to say you don't want to, but on next gen, I would say you really want to have this as high as possible at all times. At all times. And next is going to be Quick Chain. Quick Chain is one of those badges that I slept on at the beginning of the year. I would always say I liked Hyperdrive more. Hyperdrive was a badge that pretty much when you were moving, it made you dribble faster when you were moving, but that was only for dribble moves. Quick Chain is not just going to be making you dribble faster when you're standing still. It'll give you faster speed boost launches out of those dribble moves. So it'll help you which comes to speed boosting, and that goes hand in hand with quick first step. So it can make quick first step significantly better. So that's why Quick Chain is this high. Now you will probably be like, if it does all that, why is it not at least 2? That's really because of how many things and how important number 2 has become. But Quick Chain at this point is very important. And you know how I feel about being faster to get open for shots and stuff like that. You go with Quick Chain, stop and go. All these badges can make Quick Chain even better. So yeah, Quick Chain, in my opinion, is definitely up there. Quick Chain with D-rolls is literally one of the most broken combinations in the game to this day, in my opinion. But yeah, still coming at number 3 is Quick Chain. And coming in at number 2 is Handles for Days. Now, we all know this badge as the badge to reduce the stamina when dribbling and stuff like that. But what 2K ended up doing this year, they took out Relentless Finisher, they took out Tireless Shooter to make Handles for Days pretty much the only badge that you really have for offensive badges. Now, there is Fearless Finisher, which is for layups, which pretty much like reduces the impact of energy on layups, but that's for layups. We don't really do layups around here. We do dunks, we shoot threes, we shoot middies. We don't really do that. We barely even shoot middies. Like, come on, bro. Like, we need Handles for Days to a whole nother level. Like, if you have less stamina, you're gonna miss more dunks. If you have less stamina, your jump shot is gonna be way slower, and that can throw off your timing on how if you got a green or if you didn't. And that's a big deal. That's a big deal for me. So, for me personally, Handles for Days is 100% number 2. I can see other people saying, oh, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that. But yeah, bro. In my opinion, the significance of changing my jump shot timing, the significance of me missing a contact or a dunk in general, is just important. And it also makes you dribble a lot slower the slower your stamina is. So that it's a lot of things that go in hand with Handles for Days. Not just the fact that it's the only way to reduce the stamina cost of pretty much your offensive ability. Now, let's break down how the stamina bar works. Now, this year they kind of like slowed down how the stamina bar went down, but they also slowed down how fast it recovers. Where Handles for Days comes in, it's gonna slow it down still. How much stamina, like how many dribbles you can do within one stamina bar, but it's also gonna speed up how fast it recovers. So it works hand in hand, bro, and it's a really, really good badge. And last but certainly not least, the best playmaking badge in the game. You know what it is. It pretty much buffs so many badges, whether you're using ankle breaker, tight handle, space creator, stop and go, quick chain, hyper drive, handles for days, unpluggable. There's so many badges you can argue go hand in hand with quick first step. You can even say badges like dimer, floor general, badges like bullet passer, needle threader. They pretty much can help those too, because you're getting open so easily with quick first step, because you're moving so fast that it's gonna help your teammates get open, so you want to get the ball to your teammates as fast as possible, right? So yeah, bullet passer, needle threader. So you could say it even helps stuff like that, bro. Quick first step, whether you're using screens, ISO, it does not matter. Quick first step is one of, if not the best badge in the game. You could argue it. I would say it's just the best playmaking, because there's so many amazing badges in this game. But yeah, I wouldn't be mad if somebody said that. But yeah, quick first step is just gonna make you speed boost a lot faster, and that's gonna be helping you when it comes to shooting threes, mid ranges, contact dunks, anything, bro. And yeah, it's just that simple. That's literally all it does, and it's still that important of a badge. So yeah, my opinion, quick first step, 100% one of the best badges in the game. Definitely the best playmaking badge in the game. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. If you guys want more videos like this, I need y'all boys right now to smash break and destroy the like button. Turn on notifications to be the first to ever see my videos. Share this video to anybody you think will help. If you haven't already, subscribe if you're new. If everybody new to the channel, right now hit that sub button. I really would appreciate it. Comment down below to help the algorithm. All that good stuff out the way though. I do appreciate y'all boys sticking to this point in the video. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe. But without further ado, man, it's your boy Fitz, man. And that's it, man.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!